Hey guys, and welcome back to the Marvel Rivals Season 6 beta or early access, and we're going to be looking through the Season 6 Battle Pass. So let's go and open it up and see what these skins are like. So the first one on the first page that you can claim is Space Corsair for Venom, and my god, this looks incredibly cool. I do like these kind of like skins where it shows like Venom and the person underneath, so the symbiote and the person. Then you've got an emote for Venom, which goes with the new skin. You've got a spray for the new Venom skin. You've got a Deadpool nameplate. You've got the Venom nameplate. You've got an MVP for the new Venom skin as well, which looks pretty cool. It looks like he's part of the like piratey ones. And then you've got 100 unstable molecules. Moving on to the second page, you have a free Venom spray, or Venom emblem, sorry, or emblem spray. Then you have a new Luminous Legends spray, which looks pretty cool. You got Luminous Legends nameplate, along with some 100 units. You've got an emote for Star-Lord, a Dance Dominance, which, of course, Star-Lord just dances in any sort of situation to win. And then you've got 100 lattice for the luxury, and then you've got the new skin for Star-Lord, which actually it doesn't change much other than the colors, but it actually looks very, very, very nice. I like that actually. Going on to page 3, you're starting off with the Winter Soldier nameplate, and then the Winter Soldier spray, along with a Forced Fury emote for Wolverine, which looks pretty cool. Then you've got 100 unstable molecules. You've got the MVP for Wolverine, Carnage Core, which again, I think is kind of similar to his other one, but there we go. You have got 100 units, and then you have the Winter Soldier costume for Wolverine, which again looks pretty nice. It's a little bit of just a reskin with some added stuff, but it still looks very nice. I like the color scheme. Then you've got on page 4, you've got 100 units and 100 unstable molecules. You've got the Blade Emblem spray. You have a Vampire Slayer spray, which looks pretty cool. It's like a 90s sort of, 80s sort of thing. That looks pretty cool. And then you got the nameplate Vampire Slayer. You've got a Battle Ready emote for Blade. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, nice. And then, of course, you've got the Year 1 Vampire Slayer costume Blade, which gives him a little bit of afro and actually kind of just redoes this entire thing. So that looks very, very nice. Moving on to page 5, you've got 100 lattice. You've got the nameplate for the King of Clubs. You've got the King of Clubs spray. Then the luxury ones, you've got the MVP Noble King for Moon Knight. And, ooh, he looks very, very cool. I like the aesthetic. I like all of these, like, masked sort of skins. Look very, very nice. You got the emote, the Clover Connection. You've got 100 units, and then of course you've got the costume for Moon Knight, which, my god, looks incredibly, incredibly nice. I do like these card collection skins. They look very cool. And moving on to the middle one, and of course you're going to get a gallery card for One Night at the Museum. And moving on to number 7, you're going to get 100 units. You're going to get the Bucky spray. You're going to get an Elsa Bloodstone nameplate. You're going to get the Bucky nameplate. You're going to get an emote for the Winter Soldier, Solemn Salute. Then you're going to get 100 stable molecules, and you're going to get the Bucky custom Winter Soldier skin, which, again, not too much change, but he looks pretty cool. He looks quite old comic booky sort of thing, which looks quite nice. Moving on to page 8, you've got 100 unstable molecules. You've got a Galactic Gladiator spray. You have the Galactic Gladiator nameplate. You've got a one and only Mantis emote skin, where it shows her normal skin and her new skin. You've obviously got the Galactic Gladiator skin for her. And then you've got the Mantis Fled MVP, which that actually looks pretty cool. And then you've got the 100 lattice. Moving on to page 9, you've got a Will You emote for Black Panther. You've got the King of Wakanda spray. You've got 100 units. In the luxury part of this, you've got 100 lattice, the King of Wakanda nameplate, and you've got the Majestic Matrimony MVP Black Panther one with him and Storm. And then, of course, you've got the costume, which actually, I kind of like the sort of like little tiny cape on him. It looks pretty cool. It makes him look a bit odd, but it's cool. Moving on to the next one, you've got a collectible for the Battle Pass, which is the Sensor of Contemplator. Probably butchered that. 100 unstable molecules. The Queen of Wakanda Old Flames spray. You've got the Queen of Wakanda nameplate. You then get an emote for I Do. This will probably go on with another one as well. You've got the Majestic Matrimony MVP for Storm this time. And then, of course, you've got the Queen of Wakanda Storm skin, which actually looks really cool. I still think maybe her best skin is the Venom one. I just really like that one. But this also looks quite nice. It's a very nice thought out skin. Very colourful. And very nice. Okay, now we're moving on to number 9 or number 10, maybe. And we've got an Invisible Woman skin. Very 90s again. Or 80s, 90s, 70s, maybe, something around there. But, of course, we've got the Prism Parade costume for Invisible Woman, which I'm digging this sort of aesthetic. Obviously, like the Blade one's kind of similar as well. You get 100 lattice for free. You're getting the Prism Parade spray for free, and then the luxuries, of course, you're going to get the emote, which is a little dance for her, the skin, the 100 lattice, the nameplate Prism Parade, and then an MVP for her as well, which is as such. Nice. Okay. That looks pretty cool. And then, of course, at the end of it, you're going to get a free Monsters Take Manhattan gallery card. And then, of course, you're going to be able to swap any extra ones for units or accessory points. And just another thing as well that they're adding to the events is a Whack a Jeff event, which you're going to be able to use to get points. You whack a Jeff, you get something. And then, after you've whacked him, you have to feed Deadpool 3 chimichangas in order to be able to whack another whack another Jeff. To get it, you get the Galactic Angler spray, you get a gallery card, you get 3 gallery cards actually, you're going to get 600 chrono tokens out of it, plus 100 units. You're going to get the 8-bit bash costume for Jeff, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I feel like this could look really cool in game. And then the Chimichanga rewards, you get a nameplate, you're going to get the collector nameplate, you're going to get an 8-bit spray, you're going to get a Tell Me All About All the Dirt spray, you're going to get a Galactic Glow Up spray, you're going to get the Bafton Starlight spray, you're going to get the World Nurturer spray, See You Space Cowgirl spray, you're going to get a Jeff Pool spray, which looks pretty nice, a Chomp Champ emote for Jeff, a chrono tokens 500 and 250 units, and my god, I do hope that they make a Jeff Pool skin, because that would be really cool. If everybody could get like a Deadpool-esque skin, that would be really cool. But that is also the new event along with the new battle pass for season 6. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.